You find me in the World Veg Garden at Hilltop at the RHS Gardens at Wisley. The model veg garden down below is no longer there, so they've created this new garden up the top here, which makes gardening and veg a lot of fun actually, because it gives you a different perspective on what you can actually grow, how you can plant and companion plant together. So we've got little step over apple trees here, and there's a little ladybird just crawling around just in front of my finger. You've got pumpkins growing over a wooden structure made out of hazel to support them and keep them off the ground, so that the fruits actually then ripen better and have more light and sun to them. You've got little chilies growing down below. You've got rosemary, so you've got some herbs. These stunning sunflowers, which will attract all your beneficial insects in for pollination, and also the hoverflies to then feed on the aphids. It's fun growing stuff in pots and containers. These great little chili plants. You've got some dahlias, lovely. This is one Bishop Landaf, or a variety of, with a deep red flower. Aubergine, crab apples. This is one called Golden Hornet, absolutely dripping in crabs. And of course the crab apples are very important for cross-pollinating apple trees. So the likes of the step over apple trees that are around me, they will all help pollinate, and so you get more fruits. These being young trees will be fruiting next year. And then in amongst the back of the veg here, where there's a little bit more shade, there's some beautiful rainbow chard. And next door to that is a nice row of marigolds, just the French marigolds, which will help repel greenfly and bugs on the plants as well, and also encourage the lacewings to come in to then feed on the aphids. So it's a fun mixture. You've got a seat here. You can actually sort of bring your tea or coffee or something a bit stronger later in the day. But it just gives you an idea of what you can do in a relatively small area. So you're using a bit of height. It's not everything on the ground. Another section of this garden up at Hilltop is the vegetables mixed in with the herbs. So we've got cardoon thistle down there. The cardoon is the artichoke with a lovely silvery foliage. Along the back here, again for the beneficial insects, is a wall of nasturtiums. Now, full of bees, absolutely full of honeybees and little bumblebees. The purpose of this is also to attract the likes of the cabbage white caterpillars, which will feed on this rather than on your cabbages. In underneath here, you can only just see it, is a peach tree, which is growing along the fence underneath, and then you've got the nasturtium falling over the top. This is lovage, an underrated herb, which you can use in soups. And again, that will throw up a sort of like a cow parsley type flower, greeny yellow in early spring. This is flowered already. Some celery as well. And then you've got these salvias, very aromatic. And then you've got this lovely patch of thyme. Got to be one of my favourite herbs. When that's in flower, a mass of bees. Moving forward here, this is a plant that a lot of people won't know. It's called calaminta. It's like a type of catmint, really. Again, the bees absolutely adore it, and you've got the echinaceas here, just to give you a bit of colour in amongst your herbs. Rosemary's along the back edge here, more different types of thyme, bee, lovely spider's web hanging from this coneflower or echinacea, purple one, and then you've got lavenders in the front. So companion planting, yes, brilliant, and then just giving you a bit of interest. So you will have something happening throughout the season. And the last one at the back here, which is finished flowering, is Lythrum. And so that would have been loads and loads of pinky red mauvey flowers at the back here. And then you've got some valerian just to finish off with. Moths absolutely love valerian, and you'll quite often come out of an evening if you've got a torch and you'll see them flying around. It's a really interesting mixture of plants. Thanks.